The greatest epidemic we as addicts face, no, beyond that, the greatest epidemic that we have going on in America right now is fentanyl. It is nothing short of literal chemical warfare, if you want to break it down, and where it comes from, and how it gets here, and how it's used and weaponized to paralyze and literally destroy and cripple this entire generation. There's nothing more disgusting. I suffer from the effects of it myself. Lost some of my closest friends to it, and many more. I even had issues with it myself when I was taking pills and I didn't know what was in them, and wound up even getting caught up, strung out on it at times. I'll tell you what though, by the grace of God and some motherfucking Narcan, I've been sober for 3.5 years. That Narcan saved my life. If it wasn't for me being shot up with Narcan when I was overdosing, I wouldn't have made it. And that's why I believe that there should be testing for free in a legal way, and there should be Narcan available on all high school campuses across the country and beyond. Now, there's recently been some controversy about somebody within the community selling pressed fake pills with fentanyl in them. Now, all I know is throughout all the years of my addiction, when I was actively in the mix, using and selling drugs years ago, I never once would ever do that. There is nothing more deplorable to me than anybody selling these fake pills. No love for anybody that does it. They should be dealt with how they're dealt with. In the streets and in the legal system. Period. Point blank. Now, as horrible as it is, it's very irresponsible and egregious for anybody to make a blanket statement and not point out specific individuals who are involved in that. It's like, what exactly are people doing? This is not something that should be used for content or to farm engagement in any capacity. These are people's lives. And playing with that and making implications like that is, I'm not going to say it's as bad, but it's pretty repulsive too. Especially when it could ruin people's lives. Because the police don't play about that. The streets don't play about that. And we don't play about that. So with that being said, prayers up to anybody that's unfortunate enough to be falling victim to taking pills. It's not like, I'm glad I got sober when I did by the grace of God. It's not good to be taking any drugs right now or really ever again, because you don't know what's in it. Even if you're getting what you think are scripts or this or that, like, you know, but don't play when it comes to that. And don't be spreading false information when it comes to that either. All right. I don't know who it's about. I'll tell you one thing damn for sure. My name ain't been it and I ain't been in it. You feel me? Period, point blank. And I'm glad that I could safely say that there's no way anything would ever go back to me in that regard, because not only do I not sell drugs, I have not touched drugs or been around drugs. Yeah, if I'm like at a show or I'm at an event or when I'm working and people have drugs around me, that's on them. I don't touch them. I don't have them on my possession under any circumstances. And anybody that's in my life, anybody that I've known, anybody that I do know can vouch for that. And I know that as well. Now, if everybody in this community took a drug test, how many of y'all would be coming up clean? I know that I would. What about you, though? With that being said, much love, everybody. Please be safe, and God bless.